Hi there. So in this video, we are going to learn how to use the global table. You can consider the global table as an input database from where we are going to try to extract some data out of that database and into our model. So let's consider a case where there is a storage, maybe a floor storage. Let it be here. And let's say there is a source of something, and this source is going to fill this flower storage. So first slot with space. So let's say normally it's a 10-10, so that means it can hold around 100 items or something like that. So okay, let's not just fill it like this. Okay, let's just use a process flow, a general process flow. Let's have a schedule source. Let's just put it here, and we can have one quantity. That's okay for me. And after the source, I want to create my items, create objects, and the create object is going to create the boxes. Let's say 100 boxes, and I want to create the boxes not on the floor storage, maybe a kiwi or something like that. Hmm. So I want to create the boxes on this QE1. So QE1. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, so I have 100 boxes here on the QE1. So now, like, uh, let's find a space. So the only condition we need for the slot, it it needs to have a space. Okay. So let's just find slot. Let's see. It knows where it should store. Okay. Now let's see if we can move the item to the floor storage. Yeah. So move, so find slot. It's called token dot slot. The destination is going to be token dot slot. So let's see if it works or not. Mm, It has worked, but I'm not seeing my storages. Floor storage one, variables pay one, level one, slot one. So why can't I see them? Mm, mm, they are not appearing here. Okay, so let's try the old method as storage dot slot dot storage object. Now let's see. Okay, so we have got in it the floor storage with 100 boxes. Okay, so so now if I see it's holding three boxes on top of each other. Now if I go to the dimensions, so that means three boxes on each. Okay, so there is 10 base 10 levels, and slot padding. Okay, 10 bays, 10 levels. It says slots per bay. On each slot per bay, I'm seeing 3. So what will happen if I increase the create object to, let's say, 1000? Okay, so there is not space for 1000 definitely. I've created 1000. So I don't know how many items are here. So if I see three boxes on top of each other, so 10, it's like 10 into 10 into 3. So around 300 boxes. So if I create 300 boxes, uh, 300 boxes. Okay, so now, so this is the capacity of the floor storage. Let's see if we can, okay, here is the 300. Maximum is also 300, and max content dimensions, if I see. I am not finding it. Like these three boxes are stacking on top of each other. I don't know how we can increase or decrease it. Okay, so let's just continue with this. So once I have stored my boxes, let's say there are going to be some cases like where I might need to take the boxes out and take the items out of the boxes. The ideal example would be, let's consider flour. Okay, so let's say it's a confectionery factory or bakery where they need to take the flour bags from the warehouse, and they need to take them to a mixer or wherever they need. And let's say each bag may contain 25 kg of flour. So with that in mind, let's say when I'm creating the object, let's assign a variable flour quantity. It will be, let's say, 25 kg. And now let's have a table. We are going to go to the toolbox and we are going to use a global table. Let it be global table. We are going to have some more rows. Okay, let's say 5 rows. Uh, I don't know what feature. Okay, let's have 7. So let's say on the first day we need 2.64 bags of flour, 3 bags, 3.05 bags, 4.25 bags, 5 bags, 6 bags, 7 bags. Okay, so now let's say uh, after all the flours are stored here, let's say we have another, let's say we need to fire some activity up for that day. Let's say every day at in the morning, a worker needs to pick the flour bag out of the storage and they need to take it to somewhere. So let's put here arrival time 1 hour, and every day one token is going to come here. And when the token comes, I want to do something with it. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so when the token comes, uh, What can I do? Names by case, global table lookup. Okay, so let's just have an assigned level and let's just put it here. And in the assigned level, we want to have a variable called day index. So this should increment by 1 every day, increment level by 1. Okay. Uh, we want to have another assigned level. Let's say mm, assigned level day index, and here I want to have bags needed. So now let's try to get the data out of this global table. So on the first day, we need 2.64 kg. So let's see how we can get that value here. So global, maybe table by global table lookup. Okay. So the name of my table is global table 1. Row is, I'm not sure what's the row here. Uh, Row is not even needed here. Since we have got only one row, let's just let it be one. So column value is going to be token dot day index. Okay, so let's just see how it worked. So we can see we got 2.64 out of this. Okay, so it has definitely worked. So next thing, let's try to do let's try to get that 2.64 boxes out of the floor storage. Okay, so let's just have uh, a crate, something like that. Crate tokens. Let's just put it here. So we need to create some tokens. So how many tokens? That's the bags we need. Okay, so token dot bags needed. They should create the tokens, and we need to find the items. So find item. So make sure there is a gap. Okay, if you join this, it's not going to work because in the token we need to specify the items where the new tokens will arrive. So what this create token will do, it will create uh, multiple tokens. From one token, it should theoretically create 2.64 token, but since 2.64 is not a integer number, so it will go up, like it will become 3 because we have to pick at least 3 bags from the floor storage to fulfill the 2.64 floor of bags. Once you have done that, let's just connect this block with this one, and once we have found the item, let's just say it can be any item. Okay, because we have only one type of product, we can find any item. So once we find the item, let's say we have uh what can I say, like operator right here, or let's say we have another operator right here. So we have two operators working simultaneously. So let's just say resources. We're going to have the resources here. So in the resources, you will notice that we cannot reference more than one operator. It can be either this one or this one. Okay, so in order to uh, solve this issue, we are going to go to the toolbox, click here, and we're going to create a group. And the members are going to be the operator 1 and operator 2. I'm going to name this group bakers. And I'm going to close this. Now in the resource here, the reference is going to become the bakers. Okay, group bakers. Okay. Now once I have found the item, what I'm going to do, I'm going to acquire the resources and acquire. Okay, let's have another resource. Maybe here. Let's call this resource oven, or let's call it mixer. Okay, so let's have some uh, processor. Maybe let's just keep it here. Okay. Uh, let's call it primary mixer. Okay. So in the mixer, I'm going to in the mixer, the reference is going to be this. Okay. So now my operators, uh, they need to go to the flash storage and bring the items to the mixer. So I've acquired the resources. Now I need to load. So acquire. This is going to acquire the resource, which is the bakers, and the load. The executor is going to be the resource and the item and the okay, that's fine. Load. Then I need to unload them. So I'm going to unload them using the same resource, and the station is going to become the mixer. Okay. So once they have unloaded, I want to release my baker. Okay. So now let's see how it goes. So here, let's see, they haven't acquired anything. So find item, acquire. Hmm. Let's just put it down. Hmm. Let's run it a little slowly. Okay, so now I can see it's working. So, yeah, okay, so that's something new I'm also learning. So if the floor storage is at a higher distance, The workers, oh, they can. Okay, so they are bringing me three boxes. So that's nice. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So yeah, like this, we can create multiple tokens and we can get multiple boxes out of the storage. Hopefully this will come in handy in your model or on your work. So do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, you can comment below or you can message me directly on my WhatsApp. So until then, have a very good day and thank you for watching this video. Bye.